Hey guys, this is Miss Latours. We're over here at the Mount Juliet Library. As you probably figured out, we're going to do another book talk. And that's really just as well, because by now you've been sitting in front of a television, vegging out. You're probably as bored to tears as that poor woman is over there. Well, don't worry about it. I've got the cure for that boredom. It's called reading. Now, maybe you're not going to do reading as heavy as these guys over there, Martin Luther, Immanuel Kant, Hegel, but nonetheless, don't worry, guys, I've got a great book series for you. It's called the National Geographic chapter books. Now, there's a whole bunch of books, but I chose this book over here called Courageous Canines because I love dogs. In fact, the more people I meet, the more I love my dog. But as it turns out, this is so much more than just a book about a dog. It starts with that, talks about a pit bull named Lily. And this pit bull is going to save the life of an elderly woman. I got to tell you, just that particular story is worth the read. But as it turns out, it's so much more than that. And additionally, it's going to give you a completely different perspective about what pit bulls are like. The next story in the very same book is going to be a story about how a pod of dolphins is going to save the life of a man being attacked by a great white shark. As it turns out, dolphins are incredibly intelligent and loving creatures. By the way, they're mammals, not fish. Who knew, okay? I'll bet you remember this story. You've probably heard about it. This 3-year-old kid was crawling around trying to get into the gorilla cage. Yeah, he got into it. Bam! Fell right down through the bottom, knocked himself unconscious in the middle of a gorilla cage. You figure that's not going to turn out well. People are terrified that they're going to attack the poor child. As it turns out, instead of attacking the child, they're going to treat the child like one of its own babies. One gorilla in particular named Binta is going to save the life of that child. It's an amazing story, so much so it made national news, okay? Now, how do they do that? Come on, guys, you know by now. You gotta read the book, and it's gonna answer that question and a whole bunch more. Now, don't worry about it. Just in case you go run into the library and somebody gets to the books before you, we've got dozens. We've got almost 24 of these books over there. And these books are going to be talking about different things like rhinos, kangaroos, all sorts of adventure stories. My favorite is about a dog on a bike. By the time we're done, there's over 20 different National Geographic books that we have for you guys to read. I mean, really, how cool is that? Get it? Glacier? Cool? Cut.